What is up, everyone? What's happening, A-Team? And we are finally back with a brand new episode of The Walking Dead review, Season 7, Episode 9, Rock in the Road. Now, with this particular episode, I went into this expecting not too much to really happen, which was the case, but at the same time, it wasn't the case. It is very interesting to see how this is actually going to play out throughout the rest of the actual season. The one thing about this that I would definitely say, it was no surprise to me that the two communities, the Hilltop and Kingdom, did not necessarily agree to fight with Rick's group. Now, I wouldn't expect that to happen in the very beginning of the second half of the season. However, I think we all know that this is actually going to kind of play out to be everyone linking up together and actually fighting against the Saviors as the actual season progresses. Now, the couple things about this. One, Gabriel, and the reason why he did what he did. Now, I'm thinking that he purposely did that to show Rick, and I'll get to that part when it gets to the last part of the actual episode, that it is another group that is very, very capable of handling themselves when it comes to the actual fight. Now, the other aspect about this is, I swear to me, I honestly cannot stand Gregory. And Gregory is honestly, in my opinion, the epitome of a straight coward, man. And every time that they show him on the actual TV, it actually strikes a nerve really, really bad with me. And so the fact that, you know, everybody within the Hilltop community is actually willing to actually fight when he was so adamant in the fact of not being the case itself is one of those things that was actually gratifying to see, that people are really, really willing to actually fight against the Saviors and not go through the same thing that they've been going through for God knows how long. Now, the other thing about this is, of course, with the Kingdom, and I'm thinking that Carol's going to actually play some type of role in this actual fight when this actual fight actually goes down. And then also not knowing exactly what's going to happen when it comes to the Kingdom, because as we all know, when it comes to the Saviors, and, you know, Daryl hit this right on the nose, that even though they haven't actually crossed paths into their actual compound, there's no telling exactly how long that will actually be the case. The best part about this episode by far is the highway scene with the herd, and the entire scene itself was really, really intense. And this is probably the first real threat of zombies that we probably felt in quite a long time when it comes to the actual Walking Dead. And, you know, for Rick and Michonne and the rest of the individuals to scavenge what they need to scavenge. And then also, you know, the badass scene with them actually taking out a lot of the herd and also still getting away and, you know, not losing any people and getting away scot-free. I absolutely positively love the actual scene of this episode. And to me, like I said, this was definitely the best part of the episode, in my opinion. Getting to the very end, when it comes to this part, and it all kind of comes tenfold, because when you look at the end of the first half of the season, and you see a guy that is hooded up, that has, you know, something on his face, and he's actually spying on Alexandria. And now we can actually tell exactly, we don't know who he is, but we do know he's a part of another group that I'm going to say and assume that that Gabriel knew about this group and seen this group and actually supplied them the weapons that they happen to have. Now, granted, they probably came across some other weapons while they were around and scavenging as well too. But I'm pretty sure that Gabriel had a lot to do with that, as far as the reason why he did what he did. Because he, you know, we all know that he left a note and just said one word, which was boat. And everyone that has been keeping up with the season knows exactly what that was all about. So when it comes to the very end of this episode, we see a whole nother group, and this whole group definitely is one of those types where they can handle themselves, where they're willing to fight. And we see a big smirk hit Rick's face. And to me, it's not even a question on exactly what that smirk meant. He sees that as the opportunity to actually form with another group to actually fight against the Saviors, with him seeing that they're actually willing to fight and they can probably more than likely hold their own, and they have a lot of weapons and everything like that. The next episode should be very interesting to see how this is all going to play out, to get further insight about this other group and to see exactly what they have endured when it comes to the actual Saviors versus everybody else as well too. So overall, when it comes to this episode, I actually really enjoyed it a lot. Even though a lot did not happen, it wasn't extremely action-packed, but they have really built the story to grand finale, which is the actual fight, in my opinion, with the Saviors and also with Negan. Overall, if I were to give this a rating out of 5, I would give it definitely about a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, I really, really enjoyed this episode. It was still a very, very well directed episode, very well written episode as well too. So that is the Rockin' the Road with Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 9. That's just my thoughts, but I want to know your guys' thoughts about this episode. So leave all your comments down below. Let me know what you enjoyed the most about this episode, what you did not enjoy about this episode, and if it's anything that you want to kind of throw out there to everybody as far as, you know, something that you may have noticed that I probably have not noticed and someone else has not noticed. Definitely leave all those comments down below for all of you that are new. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to be a part of the A-Team, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the screen. And until the next video, guys, I will holler at you later. Peace.